So my friends often ask me how to separate their audio for stream and recording, and there's a very simplistic and elegant way. What I mean by audio, because right now you hear some background music and now it's gone. That is just from me simply separating my audio. What I do is very simplistic, and I use Steel Series Sonar. So I'm showing you the already configured way, and then I will get to showing you the rest of it. Once you have Steel Series already installed, you're going to come here and create a source and add an audio output capture. I already have these sources made, but you're going to create a new one and name it to something relevant to you. I named them to the audio that I capture them with. So Steel Series SS Gaming, the gaming audio that comes from Steel Series. So if we look at the properties on this, it is Steel Series Sonar Gaming. That's what I have my gaming set to. Now, over in the Steel Series side, it looks something similar to this. Now, I have things pre-separated, and whenever you install it, you're going to have to separate everything, but once you do it the first time, you don't have to do it again. Everything by default will come into the game sound, and your default setting also, your default look will look like this, or close to it. It probably won't have the media and the aux settings, and you can add that. Now let me show you what it's going to look like whenever you first install. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the steelseries.com/gg website, and you're going to want to click the free download for Windows. It'll automatically start downloading, and you'll see it in your downloads tab. Once you have it downloaded, go ahead and launch it, and the installer will start popping up this, and we're going to go through the dialogues. I agree, and then let it install. Once it's done installing, you're going to click finish and let it open up. So now it'll bring you to the news tab as a default. What you're going to do is you're going to navigate to the Sonar, get started, and now it wants you to sign in. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in real quick. Once you're signed in, you're going to go ahead and press turn on Sonar. It's going to do some pre-configuring, and it might take a minute. Once that's done, you're going to have a page like this, and for me, I want to make sure that it's outputting to my Rig Pro 800s that I have on my head right now, and the microphone that I want them to use is going to be my Caster E2. And then you don't need to check that to proceed, and then once it has that ready, you're going to press game on. Now, what I do slightly different than what a lot of other certain people might do is I add the media channel and the aux channel. So what these each do is they give me extra channels to be able to work. Anytime I have Spotify running or whatever your preferred music medium is, I assign it to my media channel. Then I assign my browser sources to aux, and then everything else as a default will go to the game channel. For my chats, I set that to Discord. That's pretty straightforward. There's some customizations that you can do with this. For example, if I go into the aux tab up here at the top, I want this to give me clear dialogues, and I'm gonna press OK. So that adjusted the frequency and ranges that I can hear, but I can also go down here and gain boost that specific channel as I need it. Now, I don't want to adjust that right now because I'm gonna have to reset these settings up for my personal taste, but you can do this with just about every channel. The microphone channel comes with its own custom sound if you wanted to adjust how you sounded just a little bit. Like for me, I go with the Elias Pro desk stand. It makes me sound a little bit crisper. And the last thing I want to talk about is the streamer setup side of it, which I prefer to use, which is the streamer mode. I'm just going to explain it. What it does is it gives you the ability to set two output devices. So you have your streamer output and your non-streamer output. So like if you wanted to output audio specific for stream, you could do that. But I use it more to be able to toggle between devices a little bit more easily. And what that allows me to do is to be able to transition from my headset to like my desktop speakers at a click of a button. So you'll want to make sure that you select for your personal mix. For me, I'm gonna make that be my desktop audio, which should be that. And then for my stream, it's gonna be speakers to my headset. And then again, reselect my microphone. And then I generally, if this is lit up, it means you can hear it. And if it's not lit up, then you can't hear it, but it is still, and it's not broadcasting. If you mute, then you can't hear the channel. That is how you set up Steel Series Sonar. It's pretty straightforward, and I thank you all for watching.